Hey, everybody. Welcome to Love and Relo, the voice of the relocation industry. We've got a very special show for you today. I'm honored and blessed to welcome my good friend, Thomas Bailey from ReloTrans, from a place deep in my heart, actually. It's so nice. It's kind of like a little reunion episode. Me and Tommy used to have a little show together called The Gross Up, and it's just that was a special time in my life. And so just really looking forward to welcoming back. So thank you for joining today. But before we get into to Thomas and before we welcome Thomas to the show, let's go ahead and talk about our book club book of the month. The book is called Fear is My Homeboy by Judy Holler. If you want to holler at Judy, you can hit Judy at hello@judyholler.com. You can order the book from her. You can go also order the book on Amazon, Audible as well. You can also get it from your local independent bookstore. All those are acceptable ways to procure the book. Fear is My Homeboy. Judy will be on July 28th talking to us, and we will also be having a live book club book discussion on the 27th. So go ahead and buy the book. Hit us up if you want to be on. Shout out to Francine Dressy for hooking us up with Judy. We are very appreciative and looking forward to having her on the show. So without further ado, I want to go ahead and welcome my good friend Thomas Bailey to the show. Tommy F. Baby,
Man,
please say the baby. How you doing?
I'm blessed to be here. I stop right. The funniest thing I've ever seen in my life was you do this around the thing. That was epic. You are a showman like none other. You pulled that off like you've been doing this from day one.
I incorporate physical comedy into my humor, and
Okay.
it's had some results. I'll be honest with you. Yeah, it's good stuff. How are you doing, man? Where are
I'm
you
doing
right
good.
now? Is that
I
the
write.
Ritz-Carlton Detroit?
Yes, it is. AKA my house and my kitchen.
Is that a Spring Hill Suites?
Yes, exactly. Yep. We have we got the toaster oven over here as well. But I'm at home here in Farmington Hills, Michigan, close to you.
Very
I'm
close. I'm in Farmington Hills, Michigan, also.
Well, you're like on the other edge, so we're kind of far enough away where I could make an excuse why I haven't seen you in a while.
You are literally the reason I moved here. You know that, Thomas?
I do understand that. I mean,
Yeah.
Yes, and I'm glad that I made that decision to make you make that decision. I'm glad I was there for that,
Yeah.
you know?
You met me at the Breakfast Club in Farmington Hills with your wife and your kids. We had brunch, and you closed the deal. I was like, I'm thinking about doing this, and you're like, you should do it.
Yeah, I said this is an
And then
amazing place. I said I would. I probably will see you every day. I said right,
and then we never hung out again.
It's when you're from Michigan, you just get people to move here, and that's your only job. You just
It's like
you say like, yeah, it's great here. Come, it's awesome. Downtown Detroit is dope, and then you let it go. What do you need me to do after that? You know?
I don't know. I have no idea, but whatever it is, I'm sure you're not doing it. So I want to welcome some people to the show here. Let's see, we got people checking in here. We've got Tito Perez. Hey, I work with that guy. Tito, stop lying. We do not work together. Let's see here. Jamie Massler. Hi, Ben and Thomas. Cheers from Stormy, Mississippi. Looking forward to this show. What's up, Jamie? Just kidding, Tito. You're a great guy. Adam Lowy, he practiced that move for a week. That is actually the extent of my core exercises.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Hashtag big payoff. Yeah. Matthew Odike, loving the hair, Thomas Bailey. You want to talk about the hair for a moment?
We need to talk about Ben's hair. That's my main goal right now. Is
Are we gonna do a hair segment?
Yeah. That looked like your intro was basically like a hair commercial.
It was a hair commercial. Yeah. Christy Saluga, hi friends, good to see you back together. Thanks, Christy. Good to see you too. Rachel, high five from Troy, Michigan.
Troy, Michigan. I don't know.
What's up? And Troy is not short for Detroit. Two separate places. Bill Mulholland, the OGs, getting the band back together. Love it. Think we should sell merch, coffee cups, tablecloth, etc.
Yeah, I mean, it works
We're about to have a COVID garage sale of all the old gross up merchandise.
Yeah.
It'll be Bill Mulholland and Gary Vaynerchuk arguing over a coffee mug in my driveway.
Exactly. That would be a great argument, by the way.
Oh my God, I would love it. Who would win? Who would win in a fight? Bill Mulholland, Gary Vaynerchuk, right now.
No offense, Bill. Like I think Gary would win though because he's just like way like over the top. Like Bill would win in our hearts. Like afterwards, we'd be like, yeah, Bill crushed that. But
see, I
at the
think the
moment,
complete opposite. I think Gary has my heart because he's scrappy New Yorker, but
Yeah.
Bill just runs on the beach all day.
yeah, true.
Like he's just out there
Wait, are we talking about
jogging
a
on the
fight?
beach.
Are we talking about a fight or an argument?
Yeah, the fight.
Oh,
Have you
I thought you
seen
said argument.
Bill's watch?
Bill's
It's
got that.
massive. He would
No,
just
Bill's got
bludgeon
that.
Gary to death with his watch.
Yeah, Bill's got that all day. I thought you were talking about an argument. Yeah,
No,
fight,
like a physical
fight, Bill's got
altercation.
all day. Bill's got
Yeah.
that. Yeah,
Okay. Well, we'll still take us to that.
1000%.
Coming to the next ARC conference in Puerto Rico, 2021. Bill Mulholland squares off against Gary Vaynerchuk. Josie Lemon, Thomas.
That's all you need to say, Josie. Just Thomas.
Shout out to Josie. Fernando, hi from Brazil. Hey, Fernando.
Oh,
hey,
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Kathleen is in the house.
Now I'm nervous. Okay, let me sit up.
I like when I said, "Hey, Kathleen, you got to come through," and she's like, "I'll try to make it."
That's that's her. Yeah, got a couple.
I was like, "That's what Thomas says to me every time I invite him over." It's like,
So now you see where we get this.
It's very non-committal, but usually shows up. So I appreciate you, Kathleen.
Yeah, I just don't want you to be there. Just
Hey, Elena, we're only 5 minutes in, and I'm already shock laughing. So what's on the mugs?
Oh, so
what's on the mugs?
You show one side,
all
I'll
right.
show the other. Go there.
Okay, Thomas, pick your favorite photo from the mugs.
Favorite photo from the mugs. Oh, this one, of course. Wait, hold on. Where are we going?
Oh, of us with the
this one.
Spit. What is that? Doing a spit take? Are we doing a spit take at the noodle shop?
That was our first. No, that was at the Indian shop. That was the first time we sipped at the same time. And then we
choked on it. That's great. Yeah, shout out to Bill Mulholland for getting those mugs. He's like, yeah, guys, you guys need gross up mugs. It'd be awesome. And we're like, yeah, that would be cool, Bill. And then he like throws his little like transforming perspective.
Yeah, you see how small the gross up is though.
Yeah, I love it.
But the gross up transformed a lot of perspectives though.
We did, and we had a blast in Puerto Rico too. Janaina, hey, from Rio, Brazil. Janaina is going to be my co-host next week. So, Tommy, Janaina is co-hosting the LATAM week we're having next week, Latin America week. We got some phenomenal speakers. What's one piece of advice you would give Jana about co-hosting an internet show with me?
With you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's a loaded question though. Like,
that's what we do.
I would definitely say, be prepared to cut him off a lot. Talk loudly, and then just kind of roll with the punches a little bit, and don't let him cut him off at night. Just don't answer the phone because he will go to work with like Twitter fingers and ask you like 1,000 questions, and then you want me to keep going?
Whatever. Yeah.
And then like you'll have like a good show, and then he'll be like, I don't know if I liked it so much. Like, did I seem like I was like, did I seem a little forceful at that point? Like, and then I'm like, no, man, I think you did a good job. He's like, but then my lighting was kind of messed up. I don't know if I like this tie. Like, bro, chill out.
Okay, all right. Enough of that. All right, a little too much. I think we've overwhelmed her. I think she's not doing it anymore. Molly, hello from Jacksonville. Detroit will always be my home. What's up, Molly? Heather Jameson. Hi, Ben and Thomas, sending positive vibes from Global LT, Troy, Michigan. I am going to miss you guys at the fall conferences this year. Matthew Odite, Ben, his hair is slowly disappearing.
Ooh.
Yo, Matthew is like the most hurtful guy in moving. I tell you what, this guy.
If you got like light feelings, don't hang around Matt, bro.
Yo, for real. Yeah, don't start rumors because remember when Josie saw me wearing a hat at IAM and she's like, "Yo, Thomas has been losing his hair."
Yeah, exactly. And then I had to actually double check to make sure,
It took me hours to resolve that miscommunication. Bill's loving the dial up. Put 5 on me. 5 on it is not a lot. 5 on it's what we did back in the 90s. Bill, that's not confidence. Kathleen's laughing right now. Roy Ramirez, what's up from Many Moves in Broadview, Illinois. Charles Beatty Jr., hello from Dallas. Bill Mulholland, I'll put 10.
Got $15 so far. I'll put 15 on Bill too, though.
Well, you know what? Then the line moves, and I got to go Gary V. John Zilka, what's up, gents from South Haven, Michigan? John, if you in Michigan, you got to stop by, man.
Oh, he's not in Michigan.
He's on vacation right now. Yeah.
In Michigan?
Yeah, he's on vacation right now.
In Michigan.
Yeah, he's on vacation right now. Let Ben talk. He never stops. Thanks, Roy. Jenna, this will be fun. Yes. Send cannolis. Yep. That's a good. Gents. Hello from Western New York. Tim Quirk. Hey, everybody. If you're watching this right now, go ahead and hit that like button. Give Tommy the green applause button. Let's boost his confidence up a little bit. He's a little rusty, you know. So let's get it. Let's get it going here. Mary, you too sell Detroit, but the West Side is the best side. We have the beautiful beaches where people come to play. Okie.
What are we talking about? Like, what are we talking about? Like,
I'm not the West Side of Detroit.
Yeah.
Katie Linehan laughing for 13 minutes already. Adam says most hurtful guy in movie.
Absolutely, he is. Absolutely.
Oh my God. Okay. All right. Let's give people the relo and let's get that out of the way. Okay.
Yeah, I don't want
because John Zilka's watching and he's like, hey man, that's a little too much love for me. I need some relo.
He sounds just like him, by the way. Good job.
Yeah. He's like, man, I could have started at USC if it wasn't for Lindell White, taking up roster spots. So let's go ahead and get to let's go ahead and get to the relo stuff. Okay. John Zilka, I love you, man. I'm just kidding. All right. So top 5 car shipping don'ts.
Okay.
You're in the auto shipping. Tell people really quick like who you work for. So
I work for and with ReloTrans Auto Relocation based in Massachusetts. We're a vehicle shipping company that works with some of the relocation management companies, or most of the relocation management companies, movers like yourself, van lines, and some consumer business as well. Shipping cars all around the country for corporate relocating employees.
Who's your favorite client?
Favorite client at the moment, University Moving and Storage.
All right. Now that we got that out of the way,
at the moment,
Tommy, what's up with car shipping, man? Like, do people screw this up a lot?
Yeah, people.
Do you see some crazy stuff?
Yes, we see a lot of craziness going on. It's a very simple process, but obviously in this whole stressful thing called relocation, people want to try to help out and try to do things that make their lives easier, at the moment. But it doesn't always work out that way. It doesn't seem to be, they don't follow guidance sometimes.
All right, so give the people the guidance, right? So you've given me a top 5 things not to do.
Okay.
Shall we just hop right in?
Yeah, jump in, bro. Because I want to get through this reload part real quick,
Number 5.
All right, so don't drain your car. I'm not talking about gas. I mean, because we there's the gas debate. It's either like a quarter tank to like something around that mark, where we want to have not putting up too much gas in the vehicle. But when we say don't drain your car, we've had people actually drain fluids from their vehicle as if it was going to go into storage for like 17 years or something.
Like what kind of fluids?
Like oil, like antifreeze. We've had people do it. So we're just saying, like, that is a no-no. Don't do it. The driver does have to start the vehicle from time to time throughout the transportation to move it around.
So if I drain the brake fluid, that's not a good look.
I mean, I would assume it wouldn't. Like you could try it and then see how that works for you and whoever else. But no, seriously, like people do things and keep going.
Okay.
It's bad.
Okay.
Don't do that.
Number 4.
Don't leave your Easy Pass in the car. I think I did like a video on this a while back. People will just either they'll have their Easy Pass up top, or they'll think they can just take it and throw it in the glove compartment. But if your car is on a truck in the wrong or right position, you'll pass through, and these trucks are long enough where it'll hit your Easy Pass account, and you'll end up getting charged for like how many ever axle vehicle an 18-wheeler is. And it's not just like that normal little $1.50 charge. It's like,
was it like $25 or something every time?
Every single one. And then we've had customers come in and say, like, did the driver drive my car through this? Did he drive it through every state? And then we have to kind of explain what happened. It's we take care of you obviously after that point, but it just take it out, ship it in a different way.
True or false? That's how you make money on the Brookfield account. I'm just kidding. All right, number 3. Number 3.
Did you hear that?
Number 3.
Number 3.
Number
do
3.
not discontinue your insurance. People do it. Like they just figure like, because ReloTrans obviously and our carriers are insured for up to a certain point. But we need people to keep their insurance active throughout the process, just in case there's things that are not driver related, like acts of nature or whatever you want to call it, or things that are out of the driver's control. So just keep those things going. And it just in the fact that if you don't have insurance for a certain amount of time, if it takes 2 weeks or whatever for the car to be delivered, then now you've got to explain this gap. You just don't do it. Just have the car delivered, change it when you get there.
So you're saying don't discontinue your auto insurance,
Your personal auto insurance, yeah, exactly.
So do they also get insurance through through the ReloTrans or somebody like that?
Oh yeah. So there, ReloTrans has insurance. Our carriers have insurance on top of that. So it's a lot to fall back on. If it's driver related or if for some reason, obviously there's some drivers that may do something they think they didn't and they deny the claim, but ReloTrans will back as long as we can kind of come to the conclusion.
So ReloTrans is going to pay for all my damage, but you still want my insurance on it.
Yeah, your car for sure. ReloTrans did nothing wrong. So yeah, you're going to pay all that and your deductible for you, Ben. No, but people can discontinue, but it's not a good look. Don't do it. Leave it running, and have all your bases covered. That's the point.
Oh my gosh! Oh, this is great. This is great. People are wilding right now. This is so funny. People in the comments are just having too much fun right now. We're gonna take just a hot.
I need to hear. What's craziness?
Stacy, hi from Pittsburgh, joining a little late today. Kathleen Bailey says in Michigan. I guess she's talking to somebody over there. I can listen to Thomas do Ben impressions all day.
They're good.
They're good. Bill says, Tommy, congrats on winning that trailer haul bid. Ben, congrats on crushing that transfer survey. Got to go to work on an RFP. All right.
Hey, dang, did I just find out that I got to move from ARC? Wait, what's up, bro? I don't see no emails.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
I need that.
I'm not even gonna go there. All right, Katie, John Z, welcome to your vacay. John says, good, give me Relo for the first 30, then it's happy hour. Well, the first 15 is me shouting everybody else. So there's 15 minutes of Relo, and then we're gonna get into some fun stuff here. Matthew, tip 1, don't ship to Denmark. Only if a diplomat or filthy rich. 180% registration tax on current value.
Yikes. Yeah, I'm not shipping anything there. I'm gonna ride that bike.
180% registration tax. Does that mean if my car's worth 20 grand, then I'm paying $36,000 to register it?
No. No.
TB 700 cars, 2 claims. Thanks for the service.
Hey, that's what's up. Favorite client.
I feel like now he's just showing off right now.
Yeah, he's showing off for me, for both of us, him and myself. So yeah, 2 claims, 700 cars, best client by far at the moment right now.
Now, did he do Bill Mulholland's move? Was that one of the cars that he did or no?
Yeah, that's one of the 2.
That was one of the 2. Yeah.
Okay, moving on.
Your mom says, Ben, for shame. Miss Bailey, I need you to be more specific. Ben's
slow on the draw.
I get lost. Rory, yes, Rory, that was funny. That was very funny. Although I'm not familiar with this acronym, LALML.
You're not laugh. My mom's watching. Go ahead.
Checking in for St. Louis. What's up, Francine? You two are hilarious. Thomas, watch out for Ben's questions. OMG, I missed a Ben impression. Can you do another one? Thomas, please do another impression.
I can't do it on command. I don't know how to. Just stay tuned. It'll go back there. Trust me, Francine.
We have a question from a customer. Have you ever gotten a scratch on a car you ship asking for a friend?
No, not at all, Bill. Scratches just don't happen. Scratches just don't happen on the ReloTrans watch. I mean, you heard it from Mike Quigley himself. It doesn't happen. I mean, unless you're shipping like a Range Rover or something like that. You never
something big and conspicuous.
Something randomly fancy.
Yeah, Lisa, I'm doing mental math over here. Francine's tossing out cannolis. Take the gun. Take the cannoli. Leave the gun, take the cannolis. Matthew Odike, we do bikes in Denmark, not cars. Laughing my butt off. Good. I'm glad. All right, so let's get on with the last two here. Tom, you ready?
All right, last two. What's the next
The
one?
home stretch. All right, number 2.
Oh yeah, don't ship personal effects in your vehicle. I mean, people often will just throw in. I got that move, that trailer move Bill's talking about. Yeah, don't don't ship any personal effects in the vehicle. People try their, they just figure, hey, the car's shipping across country. I'll just throw some boxes in there in the trunk or whatever. Just don't do it. There's some companies out there that will say yes, please, sure, go ahead, as long as under a certain, weight. But that just gets that can be turned into a sticky wicket, so just don't do it. Ship with someone like a University Van Lines, a University Moving and Storage, or like Ace Relocation, because they're actually insured for the personal effects, and we're not, and the drivers aren't. So don't put me in that position to tell you that you're just going to have to buy your own brand new comforter because we got nothing for you.
Yeah, people do that a lot. They do that like kind of almost like it's an air, like it's their own little.
Can we not talk about the Range Rover deal anymore, please?
I didn't say nothing. I'm just clicking buttons, dude. Okay, I'm just running a little podcast. Okay, I'm doing the best I can over here. All right, sorry, Michael Quigley, LOL. I remember that Range Rover deal. And then your mom kind of co-signed on that with I'm cracking up down here in Savannah. And then of course Bill, best funniest podcast I've ever heard. Nice work, gents. Keep setting trends. Thank you so much. Hey, so let's go on to the last one here.
Yeah, let's do that.
Drum roll, please. Number 1.
Don't use someone off the internet. Well, I mean, I guess that's kind of big because I guess we're kind of on the internet too. I mean, I think everybody's on the internet now, but we like to call them like internet brokers, where it's like that you put in a bid, or you put in your information, and then like 77 and a half people call you, and then they all say like, oh, I'll ship your car across the country for $77. Like that 77 part. Just don't do it, because I mean, they'll get you to start paying for, this is really more like towards consumers, but this is, then they'll have you paying like deposits, and they'll lock you in on that. And then they have your vehicle and you feel like you can't get your $150 back. Just don't do it. Go with a reputable company like ReloTrans, Auto Relocation.
Well, I mean, yeah. So, I mean, this is the same thing we talk about on household goods all the time.
Exactly. Didn't you just talk about this yesterday or the day before?
Yeah, like every day of my life. And basically, the problem is this is what happens with lump sums, right? Somebody gets a lump sum. Here's 10 grand. Go make it happen, right? And then they, instead of getting a move from me and a car ship from you and a bunch of service, they go on Google and they end up probably talking to the cousin of the guy that scammed them on the move, who's over there, trying to hustle, car shipping.
Yeah, I mean,
it's crazy. And so what are some of the things that they do when what are some of the red flags that you're about to get scammed using someone off the internet?
Well, so I mean, like I wouldn't say scammed. I mean, because I think you guys deal with it on like a different level than we do. But once the red flag for us is when we hear someone say, like, they'll call and say, hey, I got a quote from you, and your price was like $1,300 across country, and then they go, this other guy gave me a quote for $800. I'm like, so you're assuming that if I can match that somehow, that I'm making $700 or $800 on a car, which is absolutely crazy. So like those ones that are just so much lower than a reputable company. That's a red flag in itself. But then also those ones that ask you for that deposit, when on the car shipping side, they're for us, and I think some of our competitors that we respect, the deposit thing is not a thing. That's the brokers taking their portion of the move. Then you give the driver, a cashier's check. So that they just threw that on the internet somewhere and said, hey, I got a Chevy, whatever, going across country. Nearest driver, please pick it up. Like that's a red flag, is those deposits. And then
those deposits, I mean, you're exactly right. Those deposits are their commission. We have the same thing in household goods. They keep that, and then they say, okay, truck will be there. And if it comes, it doesn't come, whatever, doesn't matter. They have no skin in the game at that point, and then what it actually costs between you and the guy that shows up to your, to your house and everything. Exactly. Charles Beatty says we had someone recently throw some trees in both cars a few weeks ago.
Can you do, so trees, what are we doing, Charles?
What?
We're talking about like shrubbery,
like bushes. I don't know. Some tasteful by the entranceway. Hi, Lisa. Oh, if people would only listen to that. Yeah. Yeah, Lisa. I know. What are we gonna do about it? We gotta do something, you know?
I mean, lump sums are like, I mean, it is problematic, like in itself. I mean, because it almost makes people do that, though. You know, like
Yeah.
yeah.
Poverty makes people do bad things. You know, it's basically relocation poverty. Rory Ramirez, Ben and Thomas, I'm smoking a brisket Saturday. Is that code for something, Rory? If you guys want to drive down, it's only a 4-hour drive. Well, one of us eats meat, one of us does not. I'll let you figure
Hey,
that one
but
out.
I don't mind the smell of wood burning. Let's, in some good company. Let's go down to wherever 4 hours away is, Ben. Let's do it.
Chicago.
Chicago.
How does dead animal float your boat? You like the smell of that? I love when I say something crazy and then Thomas just leaves it right there and he just lets me
Let that one.
wallow in my own.
You have that one.
Yeah, that's great. Everybody, go ahead and ask some questions. Let's get involved in the conversation. I've got a few. For Thomas myself, but I'd love to hear from you as well. Rory, appreciate you doing that. Let me check with the wife. There's a flu going around. Charles, they were small trees. I was shocked. Well, if they're big trees, think how you'd feel. Rory says I'll have vegan food for him, so he's gonna throw.
Hey, we going. Let's do it.
Don't play around, Tommy. Don't play around. So I got a question for you, man.
Let's go.
I'm on your Instagram.
Why are you on my Instagram? We're on LinkedIn right now, bro.
Yo, Thomas, you have a very nice Instagram. So I'm on your Instagram, and I'm seeing a lot of t-shirts.
T-shirts.
I'm seeing a lot of these t-shirts. It's like run, eat, sleep, repeat.
Something like that, yeah.
Did I get the order
You did
right?
it right. You did it right.
Okay. And like chip time running, like what is chip time running? What are these t-shirts I see? Everybody's like, people are DMing me telling me they ordered a shirt, want to know like where the tracking is on it. Yeah. I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, what's going on here?
Yeah, so I started a little side venture in May called Chip Time Running. So a lot of people already know I'm a runner. I run a lot. I've been running for like the last 2 years or so. Really one of the things that I've really enjoyed in my life lately. And so I decided in May that I wanted to start this thing, but I had the phrase run, eat, sleep, repeat just kind of going through my head a lot because I think I heard it somewhere like watching a race or something like that. And just didn't see like any shirts that other than like Nike, because Nike makes dope shirts, but I didn't see any like simple shirts that people could kind of rock and be comfortable with and not spend an arm and a leg. So I made up some shirts, and I thought it was just going to be like it is just a little side thing, obviously, but just started it because I wanted to and had some time with this whole COVID situation and kind of makes you kind of think about what could you be doing that you have more control over. And so I went ahead and did that, and people are actually liking it. And a store here in Detroit has it, on their shelves. Actually, 2 stores now. So
is that store Macy's?
Weird. No, that store is not Macy's. It's a store called Run Detroit. It's a running store. So
running store
made sense for me on that one.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
It's going well, though. It's going well. People are liking it. So
people are liking it. And so, so do you do the fulfillment through these drop shipping, sites, or do you print your own stuff up and you keep it on hand?
Yeah, I haven't printed out. We keep our own stock here. My wife actually
at the house, like right there at the house.
Yep, my
kids. You have something back there, like we could like do a QVC segment.
No, like I got a shirt here. If you want to see it,
let's see it. Let's see it. Put it on. Let's see what you got, man.
I'm not putting it on. Yeah, but the shirts are
okay.
But how am I holding this right?
Just hold it straight like you wouldn't in real life. Run, eat, sleep, repeat. Yep.
Run, eat, sleep, repeat. And I have white shirts and all that, black shirts, whatever. But my wife and kids are part of it too. And that was important for me too, because when I first started, I was just want to check it out and take a chance and see what we could do with that. But the kids are liking it, and they're liking seeing people's names that they don't know order shirts, and they're actually headed to the post office right now to drop off 4 shirts in the mail. So it's pretty cool. They're taking it more seriously than I kind of thought they would, and I appreciate that.
Do you find that your company's more profitable using child labor?
Yeah, because we don't pay them at all. We just feed him. But I mean, my son eats more than probably I do, so it may
Yeah.
actually be backfiring on me.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not as sustainable, I think, as people might believe.
But then they start
So
they talk back a little more now because they
yeah,
feel like
they're sassy.
they
Are they organizing? Are they forming a little union there? They
yeah,
doing a work slowdown at all?
maybe we'll see.
Um, let's see here. We got some comments here about the clothing here. Rory also trying to sell you bourbon and meat. Rory, you haven't been around very long. I'm just kidding, Rory. I love you, man. I'll drink the bourbon. I'll eat the meat. Tommy, you drive home. You drive me home. Okay, we're gonna get to this, Matthew. We're gonna get to that. That's a great question. We'll definitely hold him accountable. Hosea says, "Hello, Ben and Thomas. What's the hap? Loving the wig. He's loving the wig." He says.
Yeah, like that's not it's not an actual wig, people. It's like a
Oh, people just call it a wig, and it's not a wig.
yeah.
That's the thing. Okay. Hey, Thomas, missed the daily run updates. Looking forward to the next half. Yeah,
Oh
when are you
yeah,
guys are giving us more updates, man?
no.
Like,
So Pharaoh was in a group called the Quarantine Half Marathon that our friend put on Facebook, and I think it was maybe 50 something or more people that kind of got together, did a lot of daily exchanges of like running information, and it kind of worked a half marathon training plan, and everybody ran the half marathon together virtually. So it was pretty cool. Really good job. It was
nice,
our friend David Bennell.
nice. We got some legit questions here. Do the shirts come in an extra medium?
No, it's no Brian. We have them in medium though for sure.
Come in
Medium,
medium.
medium. We have small, medium, and smarge.
And then Jennifer Rodriguez needs one as well.
No, we got tank tops. This is okay. Now I'm selling. Yeah, hit me up, Jennifer.
People are wanting to know where they can get these. Your mom is pushing them. I think is she on commission? Do you have a generous commission plan, or is she on a draw?
She's on the same plan as the kids are, bro.
Oh, okay. Well, Janet appreciates you including the children.
Yeah.
That's good. However, Rory is going to report you, and Fernando just wants to know what the Instagram is. What's your Instagram?
Oh, Instagram is Tommy TOMMIE _runs with a Z. Tommy runs
Tommy runs. Okay.
at Tommy runs.
Rory's calling the Teamsters and Jimmy Hoffa on you. Lynn's digging it. This is cool. Farrah wants to know the Insta also. Man, everybody wants to know the Insta. All right.
I feel like I'm connected to Fair on Insta though. I thought.
Well, you're about to get
Benny.
Benny. What up? What up? What up?
So
Let's go to Matthew's question here. Thomas Bailey. I like how he addressed this to you. I like how he addressed it to you. Thomas Bailey. So tell me why the gross up ended, as it would contribute to your social presence and benefit you and your company.
okay, all right. Oh yeah. Like I'm about to say, like it's not going to benefit my shirt company at all. What do you mean?
Social media and clothing, they don't go together.
That doesn't work out for us. No, so yeah, the gross up right when COVID hit. That's like I think we had like our last show a couple weeks before that, maybe, Ben. And then
we did a COVID show. We did a COVID
show, but then that COVID show took, whatever. So we did the COVID show, and I had to as a company, we made a decision to use my talents to make sure that we were getting ready for whatever was going to come with this COVID-19 situation. And I mean, obviously, it was going to have a huge effect on volume and the relocation industry as a whole. And this was before like it really got real weird. _runs.
Don't worry, I'll take care.
Yeah, hook me up, bro. So we just had to. So we made the decision to, as a company, to make sure that I was using as much of my strengths on the phone to make sure our clients were good and pushing for new business as well during a very strange time. And then on a other level too, I just wanted to make sure that because this is fun, talking to you on the phone and being having lunch and stuff like that with you, and then going to conferences and things like that. But for some of my colleagues that don't get to do that, or some of our colleagues that don't get to do that, this just seems like a fun thing to do. And the perception, we just didn't want that to happen and have us have to end up doing layoffs. And Thomas was out just having fun on, selling shirts and kicking it with Ben. So But honestly, like looking back on it, like it sucks for me and my little, my brand. And yeah, obviously Matthew, like I would have probably, shipped more cars by now, maybe. But I'm loving though what you've done though with Love and Relo. Because if you remember though, Love and Relo was a name thrown out but the gross up was much better for us, especially at the time. And then you've run with this, and I appreciate it, and I know a lot of people in the relocation industry do, and I got questions for you too about this whole thing, but we'll get to that later.
Do you want to go? Because I got if you got
Okay,
questions,
we'll do questions. Okay, so which episode has been your favorite episode?
which episode has been my
Obviously,
favorite
not this one.
episode? Gosh, it's really hard to choose.
No offense to anybody watching, just for whatever reason. You don't even have to
I
explain.
was going to offend everybody, and I was going to say the one where I got to be the guest. No, let's take that out. Probably the one with Jose and Andrew really stands out in my mind.
Yep.
Where both those guys really just laid it on the line, and were just straight up about their experiences. And I was that was like one literally where like all three of us were crying at the same time. And I don't know why. I feel like that like just shows the amount of emotion and sincerity and authenticity. And I was just really honored that we got to that point where we could just really be straight up.
A good conversation.
So I think that one was like transformational. I look back at the ones that we've done where I feel like we might have just changed just like a tiny sliver of people's worldview and people's worlds. And I think that those are the biggest accomplishments.
Well, good answer, Ben. Good answer.
I'm getting choked up right now about it.
Well, don't cry, because I didn't get on this.
Yeah, I didn't come here for that bullshit.
I didn't come here for this, man.
Right, is that your okay? I got a question for you. All right. You inspire a lot of people with your running. Not me, but like there's people out there that get real inspired. I can just see it in the comments. You inspire a lot of people with your running. Who inspires you?
Okay. No, so so she's okay. So my family, like my mother and my grandmother inspired me. Not like to run, but just to just continue to be a better person, and to represent, myself and my family well. And they've always been there, obviously for me, but I mean, not obviously, because some people's parents aren't there for them, in many different ways. But it's just, if anyone knows my mother, she's a very strong woman, and raised my sister and I, pretty darn well, and made some decent people, and allowed us to make our decisions. And I'm glad I was able to have a full circle and come to this point where that I'm possibly affecting others in a positive way. But my grandmother too. I mean, they're just strong women, and just to see them do their thing, and just to look how far that they've come in their lives is just incredible. Like like that whole thing, like you can do anything you want to do. Saying it to a young black guy in this country meant less to me than to see the things that they've done. To actually watch them do certain things. So, them too.
Nice. What's your grandma's Instagram?
It's she has one. So I mean,
no, she doesn't have one.
Swear to God.
What did she put on her Instagram? What did she put?
I mean, I don't think she's been on it in a while, but she has a Facebook for sure. Like my grandmother's not like one of those grandmothers she just turned 89. She's not one of those. She's not one of those like 89-year-olds that you picture. She's like, she drives everywhere. She's doing her thing. Yeah, she's probably watching this right now. So
that's what's up. What's up, Grandma? Matthew, like the world needs positivity, dudes. So Ben and Thomas get back at it. I mean, Matthew, we're right here.
Like, this is a teaser.
This is it.
Like so.
This is it. This is it.
You'll be doing 6 shows a week, bro.
Yeah. We could do it. Yeah, we gotta do it.
We gotta change the logo to match the hair, bro.
Yeah, you had a tight little Caesar before, and now you don't.
Caesar is a haircut, people.
P.S. Shout out to what Thomas Bailey has done in 2 years. Those badges are hard earned and well deserved. Fantastic. Probably means the medals, right?
Yeah. Or I don't know. Yeah, I think you meant. Oh, mom. Okay, let's move on.
Oh,
Those are crying faces or laughing faces. Not sure.
William Wiggins, that's awesome. My mom and grandma are my biggest inspirations. Also, Farrah, yay, grandma. G is watching. Kathleen says G is watching.
Mm.
All right, so I got some true false questions I want to go through with you. Okay.
Oh
We're
no.
going.
How many do we have? No, you're not running this show. You
I put the gross up on, and all of a sudden Tommy's like, "Nah, you ain't running this show."
no, this isn't your show at the moment. So, all right. Okay. You do a lot, right? And you've always been my type of extra, right? So you're an extra dude in so many different ways. But you're doing so with you doing a show every day, right?
Mm-hmm.
And crushing it. Quality's great. The everything's good. We quality whatever. I was trying to hype you up a little bit. You're doing a lot.
I'm doing a lot.
How do you balance? How are you balancing? With work, family, and this? I mean, I know this is work and an extension of work, but at the same time, you got your own really great personal brand going here. So tell me how you are balancing those three, because I'm sure they're all very important to you.
Well, they're all not the same importance, right?
Yeah.
And so you got to prioritize, and I think that I think I'm fortunate in that I don't work that hard. And so therefore I'm able to steal from that bucket a little bit.
Yeah.
But fortunately, because I do this show and I have connected with people, and I think that I've made deposits in the social capital bank with a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that because people kind of like what we're doing here, and shout out to Janet Turner, who's been with me on this journey for a long time now, because people like it so much. I think that they do give me business because of it. They do throw a little something my way, which is really cool. And shout out to everybody who kind of supports this through sending me business, which allows me to do this,
Mm-hmm.
So I really, really, really appreciate y'all. But I mean, to be honest, I mean, I don't put in the same 8-hour, 10-hour day that other people do in the office because I'm doing this, so I do steal from that bucket. But at the same time, I've been very blessed that people have patronized my employer, which allows me to do this. And then when I get home, I try to be present. I think about something you told me that Tim Hellenthal told you, which is, be where your feet are, and just be present, or be where your boots are. He didn't tell you that? Be where your feet are?
Dude, I said, you're the worst, bro. I said that, and then you were like, well, what does that even mean? And then you went on this whole stupid thing, and you disagreed with me and Tim. And then now all of a sudden, so I use it. Yeah, I go home, I try to be with my cigar, and you told me.
I learned though. I thought about it. I thought it was some bullshit, just like I thought coronavirus was some bullshit. And then I learned better. And I thought about it.
You couldn't have come back. You did like
I had to call you. I had to call you and be like, "Hey, Tommy, I've been thinking about that whole be where your feet are." And I was completely wrong. You're right.
That would be nice.
You wanted that phone call? Nice. You don't pick up my telephone calls anyway. Why would I waste my one phone call on that nonsense? Are you kidding me?
Text me. Anyway, but you've done 1,000 shows from then and now. You could have just thrown that out there on like the end, like, hey, by the way, Thomas was right and Tim was right. Okay.
At the end of a show, like you would have seen that. Like, how many shows do you watch? You don't watch any of my shows. You're like, I got enough of during the gross side.
I've watched every show. Okay. So are you done?
Am I done?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. I'm done. That's the end of my answer.
All right. What's the hardest part of running the show? I think I know the answer, but I'll tell you what I think the answer is after you tell me.
Now you sound like me asking questions and answering them on the same.
Yeah, this is if you want to hear a Ben like thing. He'll ask you, "What's the hardest part of running this show?" And then you start to answer because the hardest thing would be And then if you look back at the all this random stuff that you bloviate about, you. Bloviate and get up here and do like Stephen A. Smith for 7 minutes and then you go, "Oh, I'm sorry if I answered your question." On to the next one. So what's the hardest? What's the hardest part about running the show?
Hardest part of running the show is finding a guest every day, finding somebody that will do this, and then shout out again to Janet. Getting them processed. A lot of people don't understand how much processing and setup and pre-production and production work there is that goes into this stuff. I mean, it there's a lot of work that goes into it. And so, and having that done, and sometimes we fail. Sometimes we don't do a great job. This week was kind of a failure, frankly, in preparation standpoint. But you know what? Next week's a new opportunity. And next week we're going to crush it. It's going to be amazing. And we just, we keep it moving, and I think we just don't let ourselves get down when sometimes we, whatever. But I mean, like the shows have been great. It's just, we just, preparing and getting everybody set up and scheduled is extremely difficult, and Janet's been phenomenal with it. So I appreciate her so much.
That was going to be my guest. I mean, that was going to be my guest that with the guest issue. But then, think about it. Oprah didn't always have good guests on her show. She just had to do what she had to do, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Janet's like my Stedman.
Keep going. Keep going. No more questions. No more questions for me.
no more questions. The guest rests. No more questions. Okay.
Yeah, the prosecution rests. Go ahead.
I'm glad you got that out of your system here. Let's see. We got some people checking in here. I love the chemistry between Ben and Thomas. You guys rock. Thank you, Francine. That's kind of what we thought. We kind of thought, hey, this is funny stuff. People would really like this stuff.
That's why we started. Yeah, that's why we started the gross up, because this is nothing though. Our real conversations get a little crazy.
Yeah. Jennifer Rodriguez, Thomas and Ben, what was your journey like getting to where you are today? What is your advice to a young professional? From J. Rowe in Chicago.
Well, you go ahead, Ben. I'll be back in 15 minutes.
Hey Thomas, I just want you to guess really quick, okay? What finger is this? If you just had to just,
all right, so
you got a 20% chance.
The journey. So I'll start with the advice that advice to give a young professional. I think I've said it before. Is just, I don't know if I said it like this, but just be you and trust yourself.
People tuned in for that.
Yeah, I know, but seriously, okay. In your history, right? If you had just trusted what you were doing, I mean, because I know that you definitely are like one of those people that seems like they trust themselves all the time, and you kind of get it and you know it, but you really don't, And a lot of second guessing, we would have started things earlier or taken that leap or called that client. Just trust yourself and do you, and just go through it. I mean, because that's really what I needed to hear, and that's where I kind of got to. It feels like once you start getting more success and you're starting to close clients or whatever, you get those promotions or those raises, you're still the same person, but somehow now you feel like you trust yourself more. But I would say start off and do your thing, and it'll work out. Like it always does, unless you get canceled before then. Don't get canceled, Ben.
Thank you. Thank you for that. J. Rowe, I would say always dress really nice. I say always dress really nice, because it gives you the confidence then that sometimes you might be lacking. I was thinking about this morning, Thomas, as I was going through these, predictable daily, situations where I'm like, you feel like you have imposter syndrome, or you feel like you don't have it all together, or you feel like you don't know what to do. And then I got dressed and I was like, I look pretty good today. I'm excited about today, All of a sudden, like I had so much more confidence. So I feel like people like really should give themselves a chance, because sometimes when they come out the house, they really do not give themselves a chance. All right. Thanks for the question, Jennifer. Appreciate you. And there's the impression. Yes. People are appreciating the impression.
Mm-hmm.
William Wiggins, like myself. Elena Anderson, this is the best reboot of the Odd Couple show. I hope you guys go into syndication. Yeah, what about those syndication checks though? Like Friends and Seinfeld, and people just get that mailbox money. We got to get the gross up picked up in syndication, and then we can just sit back and collect those.
I think we need a couple more.
Just a couple more? Okay. All right. Respect the journey and grow as you go. You are just funny. Thanks, Jana.
That was me. That was me.
Oh, that was you. Thomas asked Ben.
Oh yeah.
Devil may care attitude saying.
Like, wait, who said devil may care first?
I think I must have said it because you made fun.
Yeah, Ben approaches life with this devil may care attitude. And sometimes you got to put him in his place, especially at conferences. I'm glad though that the good thing about this whole situation, obviously it sucks to not be at conferences, is that you can readjust, who you are as a person, Ben. So that when you go back to conference life, you can be a little more down to earth and be like a normal person and not have this attitude that you just carry around with you. And hopefully you're taking this time to fix yourself. That's my hope for you. Right, do you have a question for me? Do you have a question?
Next question, Janet Turner says, what was Thomas's favorite Love and Relo episode?
My favorite, yeah, I've seen every single one of them. I think my favorite one was the one with Hosea and Andrew. It was perfect. It was obviously perfect timing.
Did you literally take mine? I've done 120 episodes or whatever. You took my one episode that I was like.
But honestly, you kind of took mine. So, let's not go there, brother. Like, what you want me to pick? What else? That
was the only one you watched, probably, wasn't it? You watched
it. It might have been. It might have been. No, I watched all of them then. So anyway, it's so many of them. That's the one that I remember the most, obviously, for so many reasons.
Because I just talked about it.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, that's it.
You are out of your mind. You're out of your mind. Chuck White, get him in line. Ben, he said you aren't normal. Yeah, I know, man. And you know what the worst part? He's right. That's the worst part. He is right. Lisa, oh no, poor Janet. Yeah, Janet, seriously, pray for Janet. Roy Ramirez, that's funny as hell. I'll be back in 15 minutes. Gabe, what's up, Gabe? Ain't seen you in a while. Gabe was doing his thing on Facebook the other day. He went live and did a thing with some other ministers, which was kind of cool listening to that for a while.
Oh, Gabe, shade, bro.
Yeah. He just wanted to know, is what we're seeing authentically you or just a facade?
He says, am I dressed up from head to toe? That's inappropriate, Gabe. I have a shirt on. That's all you need to know. I'm at home, man. Dress pants ain't required in the Bailey household.
Okay. All right. Okay. Jamie Massler, I think Thomas needs to advise on a Love and Relo intro song.
Oh. Yeah, I think so too. Do you have music?
I don't have any music. I have thoughts about this. I need a producer is what I need.
You need Jay-Z to answer your phone call. Is that what you're telling me?
Well, I can't afford Jay on the track, but I do need just like Khaled or something. I'm just saying this is the best Love and Relo episode. I miss both of you. Vinny, love you, bro. Gabe, man, I wish the emojis would turn. Has all your work creating a social media presence in the industry produced direct ROI? It will, no doubt. Just wondering if it has already come. I'm going to let you answer this first, Thomas.
Oh, yeah.
Has all your work.
Yeah. But, social media presence. If you're doing it in the right way, like if I was just only, like take my Instagram for example. Like if I was just doing the whole running thing, then obviously I wouldn't get much business from it. But when I started my whole push for social media presence was here on LinkedIn, and nobody I don't think people call you and just say like, "Yo, I just saw that video that you posted, and I want to give you cars." It's those moments where I was going to kind of joke earlier when you were talking about this, Ben. Have you done a cold call? Like if you just did a cold call right now, they'd know you. It's not a cold call. They know your name. They've seen you before. It's a little warmer than it would have been if you didn't have this. And social media presences, if you do them right, it's an easy ticket, and you get past those gatekeepers a little easier. So yeah, I've definitely got some business from having a presence.
I think, you're right. It's unfortunately, you can't just ask your clients, how'd you hear about me? Kind of doesn't really work that way. So it's kind of hard to really, really isolate it. I've had people reach out to me directly and say, hey, I'm moving. Can you hook me up with a move? Right. And so that's like onesie twosie basis. I've had people who I've called, to your point, like thinking it was a cold call, and they were like, oh, Ben, tell me about yourself. And I'm like, what do you mean tell me about myself? Like, you're supposed to like lie to me about how busy you are and try to get me off the phone. Like this is very weird.
Yeah.
You know, and then there's clients I think who do business with me because they feel like we can partner on other opportunities and potentially, you know, you leverage the platform. So, you know, it's hard to say, Bill. But I feel like the answer is yes.
Yeah.
So ROI is one of these things that people try to calculate that it just never. It's almost impossible to calculate. It's such a frustrating. It's almost like a myth. The myth of ROI.
I mean, the only way you could like tell like ROI like is if you go to a conference and you actually sell like trinkets and people buy the trinkets at the booth that you're at. Like if you don't sell the business right there, conferences are hard to get ROI from sometimes too. So
yeah, William Wiggins, love and happiness. I can't even do it. Love and happiness. Al Green.
Just read it.
Just read it. I can't sing it.
That was brutal. Sorry.
Yeah, I really thought I was actually gonna be able to do okay on that one, and I just told you know I think it was because I didn't commit 100%. I kind of like I did like a 70%, and I thought I could just and even if I was 100,
like tea with lemons would probably help you
maybe. You did great, guys. Calls for a sequel. Hey, we're not done. I got a special lightning round for Thomas here. We call this the true false lightning round, where I'm going to ask Thomas some questions, and there are only 2 possible answers, true and false, and I will actually determine which one it is. Now he will try to answer correctly.
Oh, you're the worst person.
But actually, I am actually the decider, and so I will actually determine the answer. So let us go to the let's see here. Let me just get a little. My production's a little rough right now here. All right, here we go. Okay. True false lightning round. Are you ready, Thomas?
I think so.
Are you sitting down?
Yeah.
The answer is true. Okay. All right. Let's see here. All right. So that was just a test. That was a test. You failed. But we will continue because people, frankly, have 3 more minutes left of the show, and we got to give the people what they want. So, true, false. True, false. You are pound for pound the sexiest man in relocation.
True.
Correct. Okay. You're doing good. You're doing good. 1 for 1. You're 1 for 1. Okay. You ready for the next question?
Sure.
True is the answer. Well, don't worry. That was just a test again. You failed the test, but you don't practice well, but you play well. You know?
Yeah, there we go.
Okay. True, false lightning round. True, false. Kathleen Bailey and a wooden spoon would beat you in a fight today.
True.
That's correct.
True.
That is correct. That is correct, Miss Bailey. You could still take them.
But now I can run faster though.
That's right. That's right. But she has the element of surprise.
She does.
True, false. You ready for the next question?
True.
Hey, all right. 2 for 2, and he's getting better at the practice. Here we go. True, false, lightning round. True, false. Lump sums are worse for relocating employees than COVID-19. I'll read it again. True, false. Lump sums are worse for relocating employees than COVID-19.
I think that is false, Ben.
Let's see. Ooh, the answer is true. Lump sums are indeed proven to be worse for relocating employees than COVID-19.
Okay.
Allegedly. Okay. All right. Don't worry, Thomas. You can still make it up in the second.
I think I happily got that one wrong.
All right. Let's see. You ready for the next question?
Yes, I am. True.
Okay. I'll allow it. True, false. People should take a vacation when relocating and just drive to destination.
That is absolutely 100% false.
Let's see. False. You are correct. That is false.
They should not drive themselves. They should always ship with ReloTrans auto relocation.
That is false. All right. That is also false. Okay. Let's go to the next. You are now. You are You're 3 for 4. 3 for 4. So that's excellent. And also, you can play along in the comments. Let's see if anybody has ventured a guess here. Bill actually observed correctly. True. This is harder than the CRP exam. And let's see. Stacy said, I didn't know Kathleen was your mom. I worked with her previously. She is a great person. Also true.
Also true.
Yes. Jana is asking who came up with the questions. Ben is true. Yes. Let's see here. All right. Okay. All right. Let's see here. Let's go back to the questions. Are you ready for the next question?
Yes. True.
Okay.
Oh, Matt. He clarified that badges are medals. So they are.
Which is exactly what I said.
Yeah, I wasn't listening to you, I don't think, at the time.
Okay. All right. Ready for the next question? True, false. If you smile in photographs on Instagram, the camera steals your soul.
True.
It's false, actually. It's false. You are technically allowed to smile in your Instagram photos.
Nope.
Okay. Difference of opinion. That's fine. It's what makes markets. All right. True, false. You ready?
Yes.
True, false. This also falls into the category of Instagram. True, false. Wearing a shirt on Instagram is for losers.
True.
You're right. It is for losers. Okay. Well done. Well done. You are winning on the gram. Last question. Are you ready?
Yes.
This is for all the marbles. Okay. This is for all the green drinks. You're okay. You ready?
Let's roll.
The answer is true. Okay. True, false. True, false. Thomas is launching a new plus size line of shirts called Eat, Sleep, Repeat. Thomas is launching a new plus sized line of shirts called Eat, Sleep, Repeat.
That would be false.
You are correct. It is false. All right. Well, wonderful. Well, wonderful. That was great. I am sad about the shirts, but I'm happy for you, Thomas. All kidding aside, you are a great friend, and this was a lot of fun. Thank you.
That's why I say something too, because really quick, because I was going to mention this in my little beginning thing. My mom is still watching, so she's going to Tanzania in August, like next month. We think we have like less than 30 days or so, right?
She's going to Tanzania next month.
She's going to Tanzania for a missions trip to spread the good word. And she's going to be gone for 8 to 10 months or something like that. And I just raised a bunch of money for her running miles in June. And we ended up getting up to $3,625.
Wow, $3,625.
It costs a lot of money for her to be there and all that good stuff. So if you follow her on Facebook, check in with her. She'd love to hear from you. She'd love to hear some wishes, well wishes and all that stuff that she leaves in August. So I want to just give her a little clap because she's doing great stuff.
Are you still raising money for this trip, Thomas?
No, but she's still accepting.
If people want to donate, where can they donate?
Just go to Kathleen Bailey Facebook or something. I don't know.
Which one? I mean,
Kathleen Bailey Facebook. I don't know the link. I don't know. I'll do it in the comments of this video. If you want to help or donate, Mom is going to Tanzania. If you're listening, Mom, here's your time to shine.
Say something.
You got to throw out that thing.
Ask for the business,
Yeah. But no, yeah, I'll comment. If anybody actually wants to know, hit me up on LinkedIn. I'll give you the link afterwards.
Okay. Awesome. Thomas, thanks, man. Thanks for being here.
I appreciate you inviting me to this amazing opportunity to get people to know me a little bit more using your illustrious platform. I mean, I think now with this me being here, I feel like I've made it, and it's one step closer to being able to feed my kids.
There you go.
Thank you, Ben, for this opportunity.
Thanks for being here, man. We got to do it more often,
Yeah, man.
We gotta be able to do this more often. You think?
Yeah, sure, Ben. Sure. What are we doing? Like once a week, so you can do 6 shows a week? What are we doing?
Hey, man, don't threaten me with a good time. I'll do it. I'm your kind of extra, man. You know, don't even worry about that. Hey, everybody, thanks so much for being here. This was Love and Relo, the Gross Up Edition, with my good friend Thomas Bailey. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. A lot of people had a lot of fun. It sounds like this was wonderful. And I want to ask everybody to come in tomorrow. Tomorrow, we're having a wonderful immigration talk with Zara Nujum and Salman Chima from Erickson Immigration Group. So we're going to be talking a little bit about the impact of COVID-19 on global immigration. And so tune in for that. It's going to be a little relo heavy for those of you who don't care for the love as much, you know, and like the relo, John Zoka. It will be mostly focused on relocation. So enjoy that tomorrow on Friday. Everybody have a wonderful day. Stay blessed out there, and assume positive intent with deal with each other, and be patient, and you know, really think about the people in your life that you love, who you don't really get to see as often maybe as you should, even when you live in the same town, and just really take a moment to be with those people, even if it's via virtual meeting, something like this, maybe perhaps.
Are you talking to me?
Important. No, I'm talking to the people. This is
Oh,
the
just
people.
talking to me for a second.
No.
I'm like, true.
No. Hey, thanks, Thomas. Appreciate you, man.